Bet you didn't know that I'd live without you. Bet you didn't believe that I'd make it through. Well, if you thought this love lasts forever, then baby, I've got news for you. Baby, I've got news for you. I've got news for you. I've got to know with you. I'm not in love with you. Been through the fire, through the rain, but I live to love again.
So locked into Curry on KLA Sports FM 89. And you're hearing the voice of my guest at this time, the artist that goes by the name Shalom. Shalom, welcome.
Yes, it's good to be here, man. Let's up.
Remind us, what year was this again?
That was 1998.
At the point of release for this song, this was one of the biggest songs in reggae at that point.
Biggest song. 14 weeks at the number one spot on the charts.
And some things that a lot of songs have not done and a lot of artists were not able to accomplish. So it's definitely something to be proud of.
I am proud of this song, I tell you.
And and the fact that it is still recognizable and still known today also means that it has stood the test of time.
I tell you, this song is a song for a lifetime.
All right, let's start with talking a little bit about Shalom. How did you get into music? Where are you from as well?
Okay, Shalom is born in East Queen Street. That's 2 Foster Lane. That's where I was birthed, in Kingston Jubilee Hospital.
Out of Kingston.
Mm-hmm. And so we left from Kingston and we went to Portmore to live in 1975. We left from Portmore. Them time the Portmore on the road, we have to jump across canals and these things to get to your house,
Right.
And so leave from Portmore, we went to Waterhouse, to live with grandma for a while. Leave from Waterhouse, from grandma house, and we went to Dennis Avenue. That's off Mullines Road. Then we leave from Mullines Road now, and we went to Chisholm Avenue. That's off Walton Park Road. That is where my musical career began. When I met Sugar, grandilated Minot.
So it's safe to say that your early days circled the city.
Listen to me, I tell you, man, the X77 boss.
And of course, as you say, yes, got there and linked up with Sugar Mine at Youthman Promotion.
When I link up with Sugar Mine it was 1982, I met up with Sugar Mine at 82 Chisholm Avenue, one of the biggest dancehall yard in Kingston 13.
Now, Sugar Mine would have been a legend at that point.
Yes.
But always showed interest in the youth, hence the name of his system, Youthman Promotion.
Yes, I tell you.
Who were some of the other artists around Youthman at the time?
Well, you had Yami Bowler, you had White Mice, Tenasa, Yellow Bird, Buddy Bye, Daddy Hans, Daddy Shark, Patrick Irie, Colorman. All these artists was around the sound because when I go to one Roberts Crescent every Thursday night, the yard full up and everybody there at the DJ. Yeah, man.
So while some of them didn't make it big time, they all had the energy in the dance hall at the time. And of course, there's some that had big hits because White Mice didn't have a big catalog, but True Love was very big for him.
Oh, big.
Kick Up Rumpus was big for Colorman.
Colorman, that's right. And Yami Bowler.
Yami Bowler has a live catalog and it's still current.
Yes, true.
And you went there and so what was that early stages of the music like for you?
That early stage of the music life for me was I was hungry for the music and I wanted to become an artist. From I was 8 years old, my grandmother asked me, "What are you gonna become when you get big?" I said, "I'm gonna become a singer." She didn't say anything discouraging, and I didn't stop singing. So when I meet with Sugar Mine, it was like destiny, right. A divine connection, and so. While being there, singing on the sound, going where the sound went and getting a chance to sing a one tune, I say it was a joy to me and fulfilling because for no say boy, my dream, my dream I come true, little by little. And then in 1986 now I did my first single, Teenager Lover. Yeah, man. Teenage lover. She's just a teenage lover, but now she end up as a teenage loser. From a fool and she wreck up for her future. Guess why? Because she love pan the corner. Hey girl, you shouldn't love pan the corner. That's why you end up as a baby, my girl. And I just like how my voice sound. I saw the song sound. If you go on YouTube right now and YouTube, Stevie Wonder, my name back in those days. Stevie
And of course,
Wonder.
that style wouldn't be a style that people that readily associate with you if they didn't know you from back then, because by the time you were really established, the sound and the style would have changed.
Transfer.
Yeah, but by that time, no, people like Tennessee would have been mega stars. So you were around multiple stars.
Yes.
All right. One of the things that happens a lot though is that you get into a circle or around a producer that is established and you say, all right, this is it.
Yes.
But sometimes it doesn't happen as quickly as
you would have liked it to be. That's right.
What was that stage of expecting and waiting on it for you?
Well, waiting was building. Waiting was getting experience and building the vocals, building the voice. Because I remember one time when I met Johnny Osbourne the first time, Johnny Osbourne said, "Yo, you sound good enough, but your voice want somebody." And then when I man him say, "Yo, you need to go turn doctor up on a bus downtown and start shout out, Crossroad half a cheese, your voice can be." I sell some Kisco or something. Them time the Kisco and King Kong I sell downtown. You know what I'm saying? And so, the voice, over the years it develops, and some people says, boy, sound no different, but I can hear the maturity and the whole building of the voice from that time till now.
So the basic essence is there, but the maturity and the growth.
Yeah, man, and the experience. You need that, because when you don't have experience, then you get swelled and you want this and you want that, and you start red-eye people. But I was always a humble person, you know what I'm saying? And out of all the youths them around there, Sugar Man that always look for me kind of different, because I'm a boy that youth, him just love the music, and because I leave Sugar Man that place, me live around there. Yeah, like the only thing I did was I went home and make sure my mother have water, buy the grocery and everything what she need. I'm going right back at the studio. Me sleep there. You know what I'm saying?
And that was a day when that was the kind of vibe when you wanted it.
Yeah, man.
All right, so would have fast forwarded now to 1998.
Yes.
Now, generally, once you record a song, you have expectations and you have hopes for it.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know this was going to be a hit at the point you recorded it?
Not at all. I had a band, back in those days named Earth Ruler Band. I'm saying, and we used to rehearse and I headed to Chisholm Avenue every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. We used to rehearse, and sometime Friday, I'm saying, and I can't Doc is the one, but the person that was used to run the band, him named Doc. So he was the one. After I came back home from Japan in 97, and Doc said, boy, me meet a man on the road, and him say he want an artist for work with, you know what I'm saying, and he told him about me. And so, when he told him about me, he set up a meeting for me to meet this producer that comes from London. And me, I said, well, this sound like, something interested, and, we can, venture into this. And so I went to Sonic Sounds and I met Phil Matthias. And the rest, history.
Was this a creeper, or was this one of those songs that just broke instantly?
This song, even the engineer that made the original engineer that mixed the song said the song I idiot song and the song already. So what Phil did was he went back into the studio and he allowed the apprentice Michael Johnson to mix this song. And the one that Michael Johnson mixed, that was the one that came out and become the hit. It was I wouldn't say it was a creeper, because when it began to play on the radio, everybody was just Barry G. Had to do interview with Barry G. Had to do interview with Gary G. Back in the days, Gary G and Barry G had man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to do interviews with all these, top, you know,
Radio
DJs
announcers
and
and
radio announcers, and it was unexpected for me. I was excited, but at the same time, because of the long wait and the experience, I was not swelled and all of that. I was still humble, and just observing everything, and knowing that, listen, man, I'm gonna give God thanks for this.
what was the vibe like the first time when the song really got the break and
Yes.
you were to perform it live in front of people? Because it's one thing with hearing it on the radio, but it's a difference when you're in an environment where you can see the instant reaction
Mhm.
of the people.
Yes, boy. Well, the first big thing, because I did some little things before. I went on TVJ, and I did it, and everybody in TVJ was like, "Wow, this is the singer," and but the first time I went on stage to do this song, it was so incredible. When you come out and knowing that you don't know what to expect, but when you open your mouth and begin to sing the song and the place erupt, it was just awesome for me, and a feeling that I will never forget. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And even when I did Sting, 1998, when I did Sting, because I did the song from 97, So when it released like early 98. But by time it get to
Things was in full
Sting time,
flight.
it was the number one song in Jamaica. It went number one on the Black Echoes chart, also in London, and it went number one in Africa. I went to Malawi for 6 weeks, with this song, and when I get to Sting, people were saying, Shalom perform already. They look at him about 4 times. The place just erupted, and that was full. Yes, finally.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, come back and talk about what Shalom is doing today and
Yes,
feature
sir.
some of the music of today.
That's right. Thank you.
Baby, I've got news for you. I've got news for you. Lord, Lord, you rule. Almighty God, I say you rule. Oh, say you rule, the Almighty rule. Lord, I said the Lord is my light and my salvation. Who shall I fear? Me say no wicked one. The evil they try to come up against me, but they stumble and they fall. Rise up early, early in the morning, and I say my prayer and worship to the King, and I give him all the praise and blessing, and oh, I walk through the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I have the King of Kings with me, and I rise. See the wicked them are falling, I rise. Only the strong survive, I rise. See the wicked them are falling, I rise. Only the strong survive. Hey, they want to eat up my flesh like cannibals. And every day them a plan and them a plan. Hey, and every weekend a their funeral. Them all. Killing of them one another. Don't know why they hate their brothers. And every morning them pinch up them face. Them cupping at them hand and them sleeping at them outside. But brick by brick, we are build it up. To keep the youth them strong, that we have to live it up. This good life, we not give it up. We have to live it up. In that
Still locked into the Entertainment Weekly, still on KLA Sports FM 89. Still got in there, Shalom.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Shalom, there's a period that you weren't as visible on the scene for the last few years.
Yes.
Now, and you're back now. Well, back figuratively speaking, because you were never really gone,
That's right.
but you're more present now.
Yes, yes.
And one of the things that I've noticed with this new presence is that it's not really a change because your music was always clean and always had certain
Yes.
influences,
Yes.
but it seems a lot more focused in a particular direction these days. Tell us about that focus.
All right. I gave my life to the Lord in 2002. Went to New York to do a show with Buju Banton and the Fifth Element crew, Richie Spice and
Fender,
Chuck Fender and
Anthony Cruz, and
Anthony Cruz and the crew. When I went there, I went to church because my girlfriend, she left me at Jamaica and said she get free, she free, she don't feel like no prisoner no more. So she gets saved and she not the church. So I went to the church to look for her. So when I went to the church to look for her, I see her on the ground in the spirit. So I went over to pick her up. And by the time I went over to pick her up, the pastor where I preached touched me. And me fall along beside her. I bawl out for Jesus, And my life was transformed from that night till this day. And I begin to just go to church and just glorify the Lord. 2 weeks after I give my life to the Lord, my producer called me and told me that, boy, Chris Blackwell want to do a 2-album deal, with me. And I say, for real? Well, boy, if you'd call me 2 weeks before, you would have a chance. But right now, anything me I sing are Jesus Christ and Him crucified. You understand? It never work out. We continue. It's like I was, I was just in a building, process, getting to know Christ and going to church and getting to know, the way and
getting to know yourself all
and
over
getting
again.
to know myself and walk in the precepts and the principle, of the word of God. And, my girlfriend becomes my wife. We got married soon after that, and been the armor bearer for my pastor for many years. I stopped singing, for a while. I stopped singing for a while, and I said to the Lord one day, and I said, boy, well, singing is all I know, so if you want me to sing gospel music now, you have to go give me some song. And my first gospel album came out 2004. The name of that album was Never Changing God. And so, doing the music for that period of time, 2010, I came back home, and because I got a prophecy that I would be in Jamaica preaching and on a tent, and souls are gonna be saved and all these things. Remember me a Rasta man, I don't know about them something there. Jah Rastafari, I know about, so when I begin to learn about the ways and see how God begin to use me, as an individual, a person who just come out of, the world and all these things, it was just awesome to me, and my passion grew stronger and stronger each year. And then when I came home in 2010, I begin to focus on the music again. I rebrand the album, change it from Never Changing God, and I said, okay, I'm going to rebrand it to Instrument for Jesus, and I did an album launch, over by Agape Church in Portmore, and from there, me singing gospel music now would be a better thing for me, and people would more accept it. The gospel world would play the music and all these things, but it never worked out for me at all. Me, I tell you, say, but I still give thanks, because the Lord provides for me. Singing was my only source of income, and it's still my only source of income. You understand? And but the Lord provides for me. I live by faith and not by sight. And so after all of that, now, I did meet Paul Barkley, this producer of the group Catalyst Crew.
Right.
I met him in New York years prior to that, and you know, but he had his group then. So when I came back to Jamaica now, we meet up again. My wife, met him in the mall while I went to the jewelry store to get a battery for my watch. And when I was coming back, I see this tall Rasta man. I talked to my wife, and I said, "Oh, that brother, the newest single that is out now is one with me and Glacier Robinson. Him Can't Live Without You." And that one is on YouTube, it's on Amazon, it's everywhere. And so
And it's right here.
and it's right here. Yeah. Glacier Robinson, Shalom Catalyst.
Have you ever been alone and needed a friend? Have you ever tried and failed just to make it to the end? Have you ever lost hope when what's broken couldn't mend? Then came a friend on whom you can depend. I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I couldn't exist without you. Lord, where would I be without you? I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I can't exist without you. I'd never be the same without you. Yeah. And you are there when breathe and move and have my being. Oh, you're everything to me. I know that I'm nothing without you. That's why I can't live without you. I can't live without you.
That's a track titled Can't Live Without You.
Can't Live Without You.
Glacier Robinson.
Yeah, and this is from an album that is been produced by my friend, Paul Barkley. Out of his experience, he was sick. He had cancer in his back, in the bone of his spine, and he did a surgery, and all these songs that is on his new project. It is called I Shall Live. Powerful project. So we give God thanks for that.
Basically, sounds like a project of testimony.
Yeah, that's it for him, I tell you. So support it.
Is there a video out for this one?
Which one? This one that is coming now?
No, I Can't Live Without You.
No, there's no video as yet. But it's on YouTube. You see pictures and the song, and it's also when you watch it, you see the words.
Okay.
The word video.
Yeah, the lyric video.
Yeah, the lyric video. Yeah.
So there are songs out, there are videos to check out, music that the fans can go and download and stream. Yes. Support the music because it takes money to make the music.
That's right. And you get them on all the
digital
medias,
platforms. Yeah.
All the digital.
Social
platforms.
media. How can your fans follow and keep up with you?
They can follow and keep up with me on Facebook, on Instagram. So Shalom Catalyst on Facebook, Stephen Shalom Harper on Instagram.
So definitely music worth checking out.
Yeah.
And as you say, you're getting back really busy in the music, so there's a lot more to come, a lot more shows, I would suppose, as well.
A lot of shows. This song that is playing right now is my newest. It don't even release yet, so you just get a sneak preview, and the people that is hearing this one, is very blessed because it not really released yet, but we are give them a taste. God is life. You know, and this one is coming out on the creation label as as I rise.
Right.
Yeah. Creation label.
So Shalom,
Kashima
definitely
Steels.
a pleasure having you pass through.
Yeah, man.
We'll be keeping an ear and the eye out, monitoring and listening to the developments.
Definitely.
So until we cross paths again, God blessings.
Yeah, man. I just want to say before I go that the music that you hear now from Shalom is there's a message in the music because we need to get back to the roots, you know, in teaching and really, you know, inspiring the youth and to change their lives. And that's what I want to say. God bless. God is life.
No better way to close.
God is life. I cannot see. God is life. He's in you and me. Yeah, yeah. From creation, God, you ruled the world, separated the land from the sea. From creation, God, you made the sun and the moon and the galaxies. From creation, God, you made the animals, the plants and the birds and the trees. From creation, you rule. He ruled in His majesty. God is life. Life sustains flesh.